Hello, everybody. How's it going? Um, I'm just chilling, like everything. Uh, I have a girl coming out over in a little bit. So that's gonna be nice. Um, but she's kind of being slow because she has an electric car, so she has to charge her car. And of course, she needs to go shopping at Target like all women do. I need to hit up that dollar section. So I thought in the meantime, I would have a little read of this comic. It's Toxic Avenger and Acid Chimp. Looks pretty cool. I bought it quite a while ago, but I have not read it. I read like a page of it, and I never finished it. Actually, I fucked this comic up too. What the fuck? How'd that happen? It's just been up there. Bent the shit out of it. Oh well. Hopefully it's not a collectible. I usually just read comics, so I do kind of like displaying them on the wall when I start doing that. But yeah, this one's kind of fucked up. That's alright. Well, I'm gonna have a nice little read of it. I don't really know what Toxic Avenger is or Acid Chimp. I have seen that there's like a Toxic Avenger movie that came out not too long ago, so I'm wondering what that's about. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of funny. I would read it to you and show you the pictures inside, but I'm pretty sure that's like a really big no-no. Like you wouldn't think it would be that big of a no-no, but I'm pretty sure you get like a copyright strike, like the bad one, if you show a comic book on the inside, which is kind of crazy. Um, it's like equivalent to like showing like a movie. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that because that sounds like not a good idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it though. I will like kind of tell you what's going on, I guess, if I know what's going on. A lot of these comics just kind of like jump it in the middle of some random shit happening. So I really don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'll try to sort of tell you what's going on if anything funny is happening or anything. Mm. What's up, Colton Wehrman? How you doing, man? El Vap. Oh, you're doing good? That's good, man. Me too. I'm doing really good, actually. Really, really good. Really, really, really good. In fact. don't look like you can read. Okay. I have a bachelor's degree, my friend. Looks can be deceiving, I guess. Also, I used to be an English teacher. What's up, Jax? How you doing, man? How's it hanging? Well, hello again. I found you while scrolling again. Welcome back, Saya. How are you doing? Didn't you want to know how to boost your audio in OBS? That was you who asked me how to do that, but then you didn't come back. Wasn't that you? I'm doing good, but wasn't that you that asked me how to do that, but then you didn't come in the computer stream? Right? Wasn't that you? Or was that not you? Yeah, that was you? Okay. I thought that was you. Do you still want to know how to do that? It's pretty easy. I can just tell you. So, basically, the way you do it. I'll show you my screen. Hold on. Yeah, so when you're looking at OBS like this, you have the panel right here that says audio mixer, and it tells you, like all the different audio sources. So like right now you can see my headset Corsair. I have it as new Corsair, and it's popping off because it's actually on my desk. So let's say that I want to boost the audio of that one. I think it's already boosted, but let's say that I wanted to boost it. You click on these three little dots right here, and then you go to advanced audio properties, and then you find the one you want to boost. So if you look at my new Corsair right here, you can't really see, it's really far away, but if you look at my new Corsair right there, it's typically by default it's set to 100%, but you can see mine is set to 693%. That's pretty high. I don't know, I had it set that high, but yeah, I'll set it to 500%. That's pretty good to start with, and then you can turn it up a little bit more if you need to turn it up more. I don't know why mine's at 693. That's really high. I'm actually going to turn it back down because that's incredibly high. I turn it back down to 500. That's probably why people were telling me my audio was messed up. That's way too high. So yeah, 500% is usually pretty good though. So yeah, that's how you do it. Pretty simple. I think there's other ways to do it too, but that's pretty much the easiest way to do it. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Yeah, that was definitely too high though. It was way in the red. I don't know how it got set to that. That's weird. I just about finished my comic. Yeah, really, thank you. I couldn't find any good videos to help. So thanks. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a pretty simple thing, so it's probably kind of not really looked at in videos. Or they tell you some complicated way to do it. That way's really easy. Yeah, another thing that's good is to add a noise gate to uh, your audio. That's a really good thing to do because it'll cut out like all the background noise and it'll just make your audio sound better. Do you want to see? Do you want me to show you how to do that? Actually, what is it? Noise gate and what's the other one that I use? Sure. Okay. So what you do is you come over here and you, hey, what's up, Bry guy? How you doing? What you do is you go to wait, hold on. So you find your audio source again, and you click those three little dots again. Excuse me, and then you click filters. Oh yeah, and I have both these. So basically, you want to add both of these, and it'll really help out a lot. You want to add noise gate and noise suppression, and the way you do that is in here. There's like a little plus marker thing right here. So you click on the plus marker, and then you have like some different options, and one of them is noise gate and the other one's noise suppression. So you just add both of those, and then basically you don't really need to change any of this stuff for noise suppression. It's pretty good by default, other than the close threshold and the open threshold. It's usually set like a little bit low by default, so you typically have to turn it up, but you can just play with it a little bit, because it depends on how much background noise you have, and how like loud your microphone is and stuff. So you just kind of play with that till it's right, and then you can see, like it'll basically, what it'll do is it'll make it so your microphone will only open and start recording audio like when it's actually your voice and not like something in the background. So it makes your audio sound a lot better because you don't just have like some constant like humming in the background, like of a like air conditioning or a fan or something like that, or whatever, random noises, dog barking, things like that. And then the noise suppression is pretty good too. You don't have humming. Oh, that's good if you don't have humming. Maybe you don't need it then. I don't know. I definitely have like random background noise. But noise suppression, well, actually, noise suppression is more like so for that. I mean, I guess they both kind of help for that. But yeah, like the noise suppression will just like cut out some background humming like that. That's really what the noise suppression is like for the humming. But it's almost like an AI thing. It uses like your CPU to do it, which is good. But I mean, the noise gate is different. The noise gate just like opens and closes your microphone. So like, I think even if you don't have like background noise, having the noise gate's good because like if you like typing on your keyboard or something like that, it won't like pick that up. All I knew was the first thing you showed me, but thanks for showing me this too. Yeah, no problem, man. Well, I mean, you might notice it more when you turn your microphone up louder because it's gonna pick up more background noise. You know what I mean? Like if the louder you turn your microphone up, it's gonna start picking up, random stuff in the background, like your neighbors and stuff. If they're loud or whatever. Way actually it picks up my key card talking and clicking, so I actually might do that. Yeah, see, exactly, stuff like that. It's just like, I mean, everybody has like different background noises, but yeah, it's just good for whatever background noise. Most people don't have like a completely free, you know, totally no background noise unless you have a studio. I mean, I don't have like a crazy amount of background noise myself because I have like audio panels on my wall. Like that's what these things are. So I don't have like a super amount of background noise. I only really have background noise like when I turn on my air conditioning because it's kind of loud. Um, but yeah, and also like my keyboard typing. Yeah, I mean obviously that it picks that up too. It used to pick it up a lot more because I had like a mechanical keyboard, but I broke it. Um, but yeah, so it's good for that. My mechanical keyboard was really loud, so I actually used to use a different filter. Basically, there's like a really nice filter that you can use that uses like AI. But that one you can only use if you you have a clicky keyboard. Yeah, then so you might want to use. Well, you definitely want to use like noise gate suppression, but you could look into using what I use, which is I forget what it's called, but there's like an AI program that you can use. It's like a plugin, and that one works really good. If you have that one on, you don't need the noise gate or the noise suppression because it just works so well. Because it uses like actual AI. It uses like the RTX cores in your graphics card to like cut the audio out. So it's like really really nice. It works super well. But yeah, that one's like a separate plugin. You basically have to like mod OBS, but that one's really good. Um, yeah, the RTX stuff is like really cool. I haven't. That's really the only one I use. The only other one I use is one for video, and why isn't my why isn't my I was gonna show you, but it's not working. Hold on. Yeah, so the only other one I use for the RTX core stuff is I use one that cuts out the background without a green screen. So like you can see in my video here, I don't have a green screen, but I can basically do like a virtual green screen with like the RTX cores. So like if you look at my OBS, I basically like don't have any background, but like see it, I can it knows like where I am, so like you can see my hand and stuff and everything like that. So it's pretty cool because I don't even need like a green screen to basically like cut out my body. So yeah, that's really cool. So you could do other things like that with the RTX cores if you have RTX graphics card. It just depends. Like some cool AI program stuff like that. It's just like different plugins that you can run. Oh, I do use one other one. The other one I use is the one that does my speech to text. That one's kind of complicated though because I use like multiple things to do it. But yeah, that one. If you see, let me turn on my That's really quick. Did it die? I think it died. Um, but yeah, basically, like, if you have to turn on multiple things for this to work, but it's not working. Weird. Let me reset OBS and then go to work. Hello, hello, testing, testing. Why is it not working? It usually works. Weird. Weird. Well, I think you can start it if you can manually move it if you go over here. Like this, I think. Yeah, there you go. That's weird. Usually I don't have to manually boot it, but anyways, yeah, I mean, this one is like super experimental. But basically I can use AI to like put my speech on the screen, which is really cool. But yeah, this is like very experimental. I have to do quite a few things to get this to work, and honestly, like, this isn't even really something that I've seen a lot of people do. It was just like basically an idea I had, that I can use like multiple plugins to do this. But yeah, you can see like it's basically taking what I'm saying and then it's transferring it into like text on the screen, which is really cool. It was basically just an idea I had. It came to me in a dream. I've never seen anybody do that before, so I'm pretty proud of it because it wasn't the easiest thing to do. And it was just like a very experimental thing I wanted to try to do. I should honestly do some more stuff like that because it's pretty cool. But I mean, it gets very complicated, so when you have so much stuff running in the background, it gets kind of annoying. What else could I do like that? You know what I was. Well, I did have an idea to do something really cool. Well, it was kind of my friend's idea, but I was, but like, I mean, he just wanted me to do it, but he didn't really realize, like, logistically how difficult that would actually be to do. But I was actually kind of like planning it out in my head to possibly do it, but I never did it because I'm still not entirely sure if it would be totally possible. But basically, like, what he wanted me to do is, like, I play Beat Saber sometimes, and I also play Dance Dance Revolution sometime. So he was saying, wouldn't it be funny if I streamed Beat Saber and I streamed Beat Saber and I streamed Dance Dance Revolution at the same time and tried to play like the same song on there, like while I was doing the VR headset and then I was playing DDR at the same time. But yeah, I thought that was like a funny idea that he had, like a really cool idea, um, for like a video. But like logistically, it would be like really hard to pull off because, like, I was thinking about how you would actually do that, like logistically, and basically, like, first of all, you'd have to be using multiple computers, because you wouldn't be able to run both. You wouldn't be able to run both games on one computer. So basically, what I would have to do is I would basically have to. Yo, wait, hang on. I'm gonna go AFK again. Okay, well, let me know when you're back in, then I'll tell you about it. What's up, Marcus? How's it going? What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? When's my girl coming over? I want her to come hang out. I wish I could stream with her, but I have a feeling that she's not gonna want to do that. Wow. I could introduce my loyal viewers to her, but yeah, she's not gonna be into that, I'm sure. So I'll have to turn it off. I'll have to turn the stream off so I can get laid and eat homemade chicken noodle soup. Eat homemade chicken noodle soup. Dude, she makes some bomb chicken noodle soup. Bomb, super duper. Bomb diggity. I like to bag it up. I like the way you work it. Hot diggity. I gotta bang it up. I like the way you work it. Hot diggity. What's up, Neon Plays? How you doing? You're on the computer? Did you want to play a game on the computer? I'm not really doing anything at the moment. Just waiting for my girl. Just waiting for my girl to come over. I am the same person, by the way. Oh, she said she's on her way. Hold on. She said she's on her way. That's so funny. I told I told the guy who replaces my brakes for me. He's kind of like my friend that I met, but he just like does brakes. But that's how I met him. But he's a cool guy. But basically, like. he was like, oh, like when do you want to do your breaks? Because I need to do the front ones again. And I'm like, well, I have this girl that like wants to come stay with me for a few days, and so I don't want to do it right away because I want to hang out with her, for a few days. So let's do it like later on in the week, like next Friday or something. And he's like, okay, cool. And right now he's like, have fun, but then he was like, don't mess it up. Like what? It's funny. He's like, don't mess it up. I'm not gonna mess it up. Everybody thinks I'm gonna freak out, but I'm not gonna freak out. I subscribed on here too, by the way. So you gained 2 subs. Cool, thank you. Wait, Neon Plays, who are you? Are you Saya? You're Saya? Or are you Marcus? Ayaz. Who's Ayaz? I don't know who Ayaz is. Oh, Saya, okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, thanks for doing that. Appreciate that. Hey, if you could do me a favor, actually, Saya, if you don't mind, could you possibly, if you have it, follow me on Twitch and also follow me on TikTok, if you don't mind, if you have those. You like to go by Neon? Okay, yeah, I'll call you Neon on that. But yeah, Neon, if you have Twitch and TikTok, could you please follow me on there? But the thing is that it's not the same. I don't have the same name because I changed my name on YouTube. I might change it back. I'm not sure. But originally my name was Perfectly Poor Gaming, so that's what it is on Twitch and TikTok. So I'll type it in chat and pin it. So yeah, there it is. I pinned it. If anybody else wants to do that too, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, that's my TikTok and Twitch name. So if you want to go follow that, that'd be really cool. Or if you just want to watch it on Twitch sometimes, or on TikTok, that's where it is. Oh, but generally, if I do a TikTok stream, I do it separately. Though I usually post like all my videos on TikTok, so if you want to watch my videos on there, they're on there. Or if you ever see my videos, it's Perfectly Poor Gaming. That's me. I was working on a video. I don't know if it got messed up though. I want to check. It was almost done, but I don't know. It wouldn't render out, so I was thinking if I could record it, but that was getting messed up too, so I was kind of just like giving up because it was kind of a shitty video idea anyways, but whatever. What's up, Majesty? How you doing? Yeah, let me see if I can salvage this video though. I was trying to salvage it, but I really don't know if it's gonna be possible. But yeah, let me see. Okay, I just made a Twitch account. What is your user? Neon, I pinned it. It's perfectly poor gaming. I appreciate you making a account just to follow me. That's really nice of you. Yeah, let me see if I can salvage this video. This is not the start of it though, dang it. Yeah, anytime. It literally only took me 30 seconds to make an account. Yeah, I know, but that's still really nice of you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I heard your little thing go off. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. If you have a TikTok, you can do it on TikTok too, but you don't have to make it. You don't have to make like an account if you don't have one already. That's alright. Unless you want to, but yeah, I don't really stream on TikTok. Well, not the same streams, anyways. Occasionally, I'll just do like a stream on TikTok, but yeah. Let me make a take account then. Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, I see people are watching. So yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind following me on Twitch at least, I would really appreciate it. It's perfectly poor gaming that it's pinned in the chat. I really hope this video is salvageable because I spent a lot of time making this stupid video. Let me see. Why is there no audio? What the hell? Yeah. What is your TikTok account? My TikTok account is the same. Is the same as the Twitch one. Perfectly poor gaming. Same thing, like exactly the same. It looks like I'm gonna be able to salvage this, which is awesome. I really hope so because it literally, I spent like 5 hours making this video, and it was not worth it. Because we get like 10 views. At least it's not. Oh man, I'm so happy that it's actually probably be salvageable though. I was so sad when I thought it was just not going to be salvageable. I'll try to finish this before my girl comes, because I spent so long making this shit. I don't know why it paused like that. That was so weird. There's like 2K accounts named that. There are. It's the one with like the two lightsabers crossing as the profile picture. Do you see that? Do you see that one? It looks like this. I'll show you. There's like a profile picture. It's like two, like a blue and a red lightsaber, like crossing, and like a little emblem thing like that. Do you see that one? If not, it's fine, dude. We'll figure it out some other time. It's not a big deal. Did I just share it? How did I do that? I didn't even mean to do that. That was weird. Oh, you did that, Tom, man? Oh, thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. I was like, how did I do that? I like did that with my mind, bro. That was Tom. Tom has like a managing moderator, so you can do shit like that. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. So, Tom, here, let me pin your message. Tom, put linked my TikTok, so you could just click that link and follow it. I can't do it on my account because it's my real age. YouTube doesn't let me send links. Huh? It doesn't let you send links, but you send a link? I don't get it. Yo, I didn't. Yo, I didn't know that you play Roblox. I do every once in a while. Um, not very often though. But I'm probably not gonna play Roblox right now because I don't want to get into it like with some other people and like not be able, not want to leave because I have a girl coming over like pretty soon. So I'm probably gonna get off pretty soon. I'm gonna have to. I used your account to send. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, because you can like use my account. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was fixing this video. Okay. That's so funny. I can't make an account. It's too complicated. Yeah, that's fine. I had a feeling it was gonna be too hard to just read it TikTok. I'm sorry, but don't worry about it. We're not gonna play Roblox right now, anyways, though, because I'm about to watch. Alright, I'm about to finish my video that I spent 5 hours editing, and we're gonna watch it in its entirety, and it's like 35 minutes long. So you guys are gonna enjoy that. I solved the 100 things like the caption thing or whatever. Yeah, just give it up, bro. It's fine. I'm just like the. Yo, wait. I know you said you aren't gonna play Roblox right now, but you add me, maybe. Probably not right now because I don't think I'm signed in and I don't know my information, so I'm gonna have to like reset through my email and shit, and I don't want to do that right now. I'll do that off stream. Oh. Well, can I ask a favor? Yeah, you can ask a favor. What's up? Okay, Let's see if I can get this video to render now. I really hope so. I really, really hope so. I don't know why I wasn't rendering earlier, though. This is weird. Case, I kind of subbed to you 2 times and on Twitch, but you don't have to. It's fine if you can't. Case. What are you asking for? Case, I kind of subbed you. Do you want me to sub to you? I don't get what you're asking for. I can definitely sub to you if that's what you're asking for, but I just don't know if that's what you're asking for, because... Yeah, I can sub to you, bro. No problem. Do you want me to sub to you on the Neon Plays one, though? Dude, I have a pimple. I should probably pop that before this girl comes over. Okay. I'm gonna go pop it in the mirror. Yes? Okay, yeah, hold on. Okay. Yes, because I don't have a YouTube channel on my phone. Okay. Yeah, I subscribed to you, man. I got you, no problem. Wow. You should have 115 subs now. Pretty good, man. Pretty good, pretty good. Everybody go subscribe to Neon so you can have more subs. Because he's pretty cool. Yeah, thanks, I saw it, bro. Good, good, good. Dude, I have a gigantic pimple. It's so gross. Oh, I got it. Ugh. I felt that come out. No problem. Yes. Yes, it rendered. post that. Will TikTok even let me post a video this long? I don't know. I've never seen a TikTok video that's 30 minutes long, but I guess it does. Didn't know it would let you post a video that was 30 minutes long. What's up, Skate Ninja? How you doing, man? That's gonna take a while to upload. Should definitely start a YouTube too. Oh shit, did I not fix it? Oh, I didn't fix it, did I? Fuck, dude. I'm gonna have to fix it again. Damn it. I'm doing pretty good Skate Ninja, except I fucked this video up like 3 times, dude. I'm gonna have to fix it again. No, I did. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Spent so much time on this video. It's ridiculous. Okay. Alright, it's fixed. It's fixed. Render it again for the 3rd time, 4th time. This isn't even a good video either, dude. It's so crazy. Go ahead and delete that one. Okay, it's gonna take 5 minutes to render. I'm gonna render that. Oh. so sore. Okay. Shit is almost done. One more minute. It's kind of annoying on YouTube how you can't preload like the title and description before you upload the video. I feel like that's really stupid. It should definitely give you the option to do that. Because, like, sometimes you're just, like, waiting on a video to render and you, like, don't have anything to do. And it would be so nice if you could just freaking get everything ready before the video is ready. I'm using an auto clicker. I will also buy. Okay, bye. Thanks for stopping by. Wait. Why did it render twice? And why are these the wrong file format? Why did it render three? No, it rendered 3 times. What the heck? I wonder it took so long. File unreadable. Oh, it's not done yet. No wonder that's why. Why is it not finishing though? What the, it's at 100%. What the fuck? No. Are you joking? Are you actually joking? Bro. Oh, we did it. Okay, good. I was gonna be really upset if I didn't do it again. What's up, Skate? I'm almost done with this video. It would be really exciting if it had been such a pain in the ass. I'm not even able to show it off because it's gonna take 7 minutes to upload. Unless the tech one's almost done. Oh, it is. It's 42 seconds. Heck yeah. We could just watch it on there. Let's go. I can finally close Adobe. Thank God. Thank God. Yes. Yes. It's officially uploaded on TikTok. YouTube, another 6 minutes, but that's okay. Oh, I'm so happy. Can't even watch it though. It's not even actually uploaded. You can't even let me upload this on TikTok. I feel like it's gonna like ban me. This is probably why it's not gonna let me watch it. It's not gonna pass the review, is it? On TikTok. So it's not gonna pass the review. I hate TikTok sometimes. Well, is it done on YouTube? Because it's not passing the review. That's really sad. Too bad, so sad. Oh, it's 85%. We're getting there, we're getting there. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna pass the freaking review. I didn't even think about that. That is really too bad. Processing. Oh. Come on. Come on. Two minutes. Come on. Hurry up, YouTube. We don't got all day over here. Oh, now it's gonna check. This is why I hate uploading longer videos on YouTube. This is so annoying. Imagine doing this with like a very 2-hour video, dude. This would be so annoying. And I have good internet too. got dropped. Heck yeah. Dude, why is the checking taking so long? When is my girl gonna get here? I'm waiting for stuff. I'm being very impatient right now about everything. I guess this is music or something. Actually, I'll watch this. Because, I'm just being too patient.
H. Ruby. 302. Thank you. 302. We'll see you soon.
He tried destroying this officer's body cam.
7-Eleven! Almost killed me! You shouldn't work for me!
Oh, W, schizo.
Yeah, enough. Out! Yeah, I'm leaving. Give me my f***ing money. What's your name, officer? H. Ruby. 302. Thank you. 302. We'll see you soon. What's that supposed to mean? In court. Okay. We'll see you in court. I'll see all you guys in court.
Okay. W schizo crashed out.
Frank Charles.
What the hell is this guy on?
3 copies stock on vehicle 75. Yes, yes.
Okay, little slow roll in pursuit.
More officers now quickly join the slowest pursuit they've ever seen.
It's not illegal to tell the guy at Circle K that 7-Eleven tried to kill you. Like, yo, I just want to highlight it is not illegal.
Oh, yes, it's done. It's finally done. Oh, let's freaking go. Let's watch this masterpiece. This shit's gonna get...
The following is a conversation.
This shit's gonna get a fucking billion views for sure. Everybody go watch this garbage. You're gonna watch it right now, but go watch it on your own time again. Show it to all your friends. Okay, let's watch. Let's enjoy this masterpiece. I'll probably get interrupted. Go. But whatever.
Following is a conversation between myself and ChatGPT. Everything you hear in this conversation in the video is 100% fictional. All characters, conversations, and situations are made up for entertainment purposes. Nothing here is real and was purely for the enjoyment of myself and possibly others. I can't believe Sissy did all that stuff he was accused of. I mean, I guess I can, but still, it's crazy.
Yeah, I hear you. When someone you know or feel familiar with gets accused of something serious, it hits weird. But just to keep things safe, I can't comment on specific accusations about a real person unless the situation is publicly verified and well-established fact. What you're feeling, though, is totally normal. It's that mix of, I can kind of see it, but also, damn, I didn't expect it to actually happen. If you want to talk about how you're feeling about it, or the situation in general without naming specifics, I'm here. What part of it is hitting you the hardest? The shock, the betrayal, or that weird, I knew something was off feeling?
I meant Diddy.
Cool. Thanks for clarifying. Yes, there's been a lot going on lately around Sean Diddy Combs. Diddy.
Oh, shit.
Here's a breakdown of what's public regarding the accusations and what actually happened or is still up in court so far. What's Diddy been accused of?
Oh my
Over
god,
120
dude.
people,
Break my
men and
phone,
women, including minors in some claims, have come forward with allegations of sexual misconduct, sexual assault, and sexual abuse against Diddy. Some allegations also include sex trafficking, forced sex, drug-facilitated sexual encounters, and coercion. One accusation from a famous singer in 2023 triggered a cascade of further lawsuits and reports. The claims span decades, from the 1990s up through recent years. So yes, like you said, it's absolutely heavy and disturbing that so many have accused him. What's been legally proven so far? In September 2024, Diddy was arrested and indicted on multiple serious charges: sex trafficking by force, coercion, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation for prostitution. His 2025 trial concluded in July. The jury found him not guilty of the most serious charges: sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. However, he was convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, which falls under the Federal Mann Act. In October 2025, he was sentenced to 50 months in prison, about 4 years plus 2 months, along with a $500,000 fine and years of supervised release. So legally, yes, some of the allegations resulted in a conviction, but the most serious charges, trafficking, racketeering, were not upheld. What's still unfolding, and why it remains controversial. Many allegations remain in civil lawsuits. Some claim sexual assault, abuse, coercion, and lasting trauma. According to those lawsuits and testimonies, some victims say drug-facilitated parties and repeated abuse were involved. His defense argues that many of the incidents were consensual sex between adults, claiming the accusations are false or driven by media sensationalism. Because of the mix, public accusations, lawsuits, criminal trial, partial conviction, partial acquittal, the public is still deeply divided. Many feel justice was partially served. Others feel it was a slap on the wrist. In short, some of what he was accused of hasn't been fully proven in criminal court. But some of the wrongdoing, at least the prostitution-related crimes, has been legally affirmed. Why hearing about it can hit hard. What it means socially, it highlights how powerful people can abuse that power over decades, sometimes shielded by fame. It underscores that allegations often come with trauma, exploitation, and lasting consequences for many victims whose stories still aren't widely known. It forces us to wrestle with complexity. Even if someone is partially convicted, many claims remain unresolved, and not guilty doesn't mean innocent, especially given the limitations of what courts can prove. Finally, it's a reminder that public figures can be deeply flawed, and sometimes truths come out slowly, painfully, and in fragments. If you want, I can pull up a full timeline of all major accusations and legal events against Diddy, with dates and outcomes, to give you a clearer picture. It's easier to digest that way.
So what you're saying is that it's not really as bad as people think. Kind of overblown stuff, right? And he is pretty much innocent.
I wouldn't say that at all, man. Let me break this down clearly so there's no confusion. He was not found innocent. Innocent is not a legal verdict in the U.S. The jury found him not guilty on some charges, but he was convicted on others. And the charges he was convicted of are serious federal crimes. And the accusations are not overblown. Over 100 plus people have accused him, men and women, over multiple decades. That alone is not normal, not exaggerated, and not something that happens unless something very real is going on underneath. What actually happened legally? He beat the most severe charges: sex trafficking, racketeering. But he was convicted of crimes involving transportation for prostitution, which is a federal felony. He got over 4 years in federal prison. There are still multiple civil lawsuits pending with detailed allegations. What that means in plain language, this is not nothing happened. This is not he's innocent. This is not overblown. It's more like this. There wasn't enough evidence to prove the worst charges beyond a reasonable doubt in a criminal court. But there was enough evidence to convict him on serious sex-related crimes. And tons of people have accused him publicly. Why it's complicated, people hear not guilty and think he's cleared, but not guilty does not equal didn't do it. It means the jury couldn't legally prove the charge. The conviction he did get still shows wrongdoing happened, the real takeaway. So no, it's not some harmless, overblown gossip, but it's also not a full conviction on the worst stuff either. It's a very serious situation with mixed legal outcomes. If you want, I can give you a super simple summary like, did he do the worst things he was accused of? Legally, not proven. Did he do something criminal? Yes, he was convicted. Are the accusations serious and credible? Extremely. If you want that simplified version, I can give it to you too.
Well, yeah, but like transportation for prostitution. Like what kind of crime is that anyways? It just sounds like he gave a sex worker a ride. Can't be that bad.
That's a fair question. And lots of people hear a phrase like transportation for prostitution and think the same thing you did. Like, he just gave someone a ride, what's the big deal? But under US law, it is very serious. And I'll explain why transporting someone for prostitution is more than just a ride. It's effectively considered a form of facilitation of sex work, trafficking, and it's criminal. What the law really means when it says transportation for prostitution. The crime stems from Mann Act, also known historically as the White Slave Traffic Act. Under the law, it's a federal crime to knowingly transport any individual across state lines, with intent that such individual engage in prostitution or any criminal sexual activity. That intent to engage in prostitution piece is crucial. It's not about giving someone a casual lift. It's about transporting someone with the purpose of facilitating paid sex or illegal sexual activity. The law was originally designed to fight human trafficking, forced prostitution, and exploitation. While it has a fraught history, in past decades it has sometimes been misused, e.g. against consensual interracial couples. Modern usage more often targets sex work or trafficking networks, especially when there is coercion or payment involved. Why it is serious, not just a ride. By transporting someone with intent to prostitute, a defendant is effectively facilitating and possibly profiting from an illegal sex act. That isn't viewed as a small or victimless crime by the justice system. Under the law, that can result in up to 10 years in prison per count. Legal analysts argue that the transportation piece doesn't need to be physical. Arranging for flights, paying for travel, logistics for movement of individuals for paid sex all count under the Mann Act. In cases involving exploitation, especially of vulnerable individuals, these laws aim to prevent abuse under the guise of consent. The fact that the people being transported are often in power imbalanced relationships or coerced or paid under questionable circumstances means the law treats this as serious wrongdoing. What transportation for prostitution captures? Beyond the naive ride idea. It doesn't just capture help friend get to a destination. It captures organizing influencing or enabling someone to be transported so that they can be prostituted. Providing money, tickets, transport, or logistical support with the understanding or plan that the person will have sex in exchange for money or other benefit. Doing that across state or national borders, interstate or foreign commerce, which turns a local crime into a federal crime. In practice, if someone stays in a hotel, has sex with a client, and is paid, or promises payment, and someone, the defendant, arranged or funded their travel to enable that, it's not some benign act. It's facilitation of prostitution. So yeah, it's definitely not just a ride. Under federal law, once there's intent for prostitution and transport across borders, states, you're looking at serious criminal charges. If you want, I can walk you through other similar laws, in addition to the Mann Act, that treat facilitation trafficking seriously. That highlights even more why transportation for prostitution is seen as a big deal.
I don't know. Kinda sounds like he just gave someone a ride.
I get why it sounds that way at first. The wording is old school and misleading. But here's the real deal, and I'll keep it super simple without getting into any specific real world person. Transportation for prostitution. Giving someone a ride. There is no version of this crime that is just giving a sex worker a lift. Legally, this crime only applies when someone arranges, pays for, or organizes someone's travel for the purpose of sexual activity cross state lines or involving interstate commerce. It's a crime used specifically for trafficking operations, coercive situations, exploitative arrangements, people in positions of power, that kind of stuff. If someone literally just gave a consenting adult a ride somewhere, no law would apply. It wouldn't even be charged. Think of it like this. If the law were about giving someone a ride, half the country would be there. The only time it becomes a federal crime is when someone is removed for the purpose of certain sexual activity that benefits someone else. That's why it's part of the federal laws, not prostitution. I totally understand. The phrase sounds harmless because it was written in 1910, but today it is enforced only in cases involving exploitation, coercion, power, imbalance, someone facilitating sex acts for their own gain. So your instinct, this sounds mild, makes sense, but the reality is, it's not a small charge. It's only used in serious cases, not casual rides. If you want, I can explain how prosecutors decide whether something crosses the line and why it's used in trafficking-facing crime. Just let me know.
I don't know. With the amount T of people in prison, it wouldn't surprise me if they were putting people in prison for giving someone a ride.
I get the vibe you're expressing. The U.S. puts way too many people in prison, and a lot of laws are over-policed or misused. So the skepticism makes total sense. But even with all that corruption and over-incarceration in America, this specific law is not something people get charged with for just giving a ride. It literally cannot be charged unless there's intent to enable prostitution or commercial sex. Here's why. 1. The law requires intent, which is the hardest thing to prove in court. A prosecutor must prove you intended for the person you transported to engage in prostitution. If there's no messages, money exchanged, planning, coercion, logistics organized, or benefit to the transporter, they legally cannot charge the person. Just giving someone a ride equals not a crime. The U.S. system has plenty of messed up charges. This one isn't one of the broad ones. 2. The people charged under this law are part of bigger situations. Every single modern case involving this charge includes trafficking rings, exploitation, coercive situations, someone profiting off someone else's sex acts. It's never, I gave a sex worker a lift and the FBI arrested me. That doesn't happen. 3. If the government wanted to arrest random people giving rides, they'd use totally different charges. There are dozens of BS laws used to target people unfairly. Loitering, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, drug possession, parole violations, trespassing, obstruction. But not this one. This one is way too narrow and too hard to prove unless there's an actual organized sexual arrangement. Here's the real truth. Even in a corrupt, over-incarcerating system, nobody gets federally charged with transportation for prostitution unless there was something bigger and darker happening behind the scenes. If it were as simple as giving someone a ride, Uber drivers would be doing federal time. And they're not. If you want, I can break down. Examples of real cases where the line is legally drawn, why prosecutors use this specific charge, or why it's treated as a trafficking adjacent offense. Just tell me what angle you want.
I don't know. I also heard that he got in a lot of trouble for the amount of baby oil he had. I'm just wondering because I have a pretty extensive collection of baby oil myself, and I really don't want to get in trouble.
Good question. And you're touching on exactly what a lot of people are wondering. Here's what I see when it comes to the whole baby oil angle. And whether just owning or collecting baby oil, like you said, could get someone in trouble. Spoiler, very unlikely. What the baby oil thing with Sean Diddy Combs is actually about. According to prosecutors in his case, when authorities raided his homes, they found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. The oil was allegedly used during large, organized sex events called freak-offs with multiple people, heavy drug use or coercion, and claims of non-consensual acts. Some accusers have alleged that in those events, the oil and other substances played a role in facilitating sexual abuse, though defenders argue the oil itself wasn't laced with drugs, calling some claims outlandish. In court, the enormous quantity, 1,000 plus bottles, was used to suggest that these events were systematic, not isolated incidents, as sort of physical evidence for the larger alleged operation. So the baby oil issue isn't about the oil itself. It's about how it was allegedly used in combination with coercion, drugs, and insistence on sexual exploitation. The oil becomes a piece of circumstantial evidence pointing to the broader claims of abuse, trafficking, and organized exploitation. Having baby oil does not equal crime. Just owning or collecting baby oil by itself is not illegal. No law criminalizes possession of baby oil or lubricant. It's a legal, ordinary household product. Many sex-related laws are about actions. Sexual misconduct, trafficking, non-consensual sex, transporting people for the purpose of prostitution, etc. Not about having lubricants or oil. Unless there is evidence that the oil was used along with non-consensual acts, coercion, or trafficking, you are not committing a crime just by having baby oil. Even in the case of Combs, the oil alone is not what he was convicted for. He was convicted on counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, not for possession of baby oil. What people are reacting to, and why your instinct, it just sounds like oil, makes sense. The huge number of bottles, 1,000 plus, is what made the oil relevant. That's far beyond what a normal person or even a sex worker might reasonably use, which prosecutors argued was a sign of organized activity. The real concern is whether the oil was used to facilitate non-consensual or trafficked sex, not the oil itself. Many public reactions focus on the horror of the alleged crimes: exploitation, coercion, abuse. Not on lubricant possession, which means the oil becomes more symbolic of the wider accusations. In short, if you're owning baby oil harmlessly, you're safe. Your collection of baby oil by itself, without any non-consensual context or trafficking, doesn't carry risk of legal trouble. The only way it becomes relevant in a criminal case is if there's evidence that you were using it as part of forced/paid/coerced sexual acts. So, unless you've got an active freak-off empire going on, you really don't need to worry. If you want, I can walk you through what the prosecutors alleged exactly in Combs' case. Dates, drugs, coercion, hotel nights, the works. It helps ground why a normal stash of oil looks very different from what they're calling evidence.
If you want to support the predator poachers casting the thickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $10 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.
Got it. That definitely sounds like a call to action for supporting that channel and getting early access. If you need any help with anything else or have more questions...
I mean, I guess that makes sense, and that's what my lawyer said as well, but I keep thinking I should get rid of some. But it's just a really nice collection. I have some really exotic bottles of baby oil myself.
Totally understand why your mind keeps looping on it. When you hear a wild news story and it accidentally overlaps with something you own, it's easy to start imagining worst-case scenarios. But here's the grounded, reality-based truth. Your baby oil collection is not a legal issue at all. In any way. Not even close. Your lawyer already told you that. And that's exactly right. Baby oil is a legal household product. You can own 1 bottle, 10 bottles, 100 bottles, or an entire museum of rare, exotic baby oil bottles. And it is still completely legal. The only reason it mattered in that other case was because prosecutors said it supported a larger pattern of alleged crimes. The oil itself wasn't illegal. It was just context. As long as you're not doing anything illegal, you're fine. Law enforcement doesn't care about collections, weird hobbies, quirky obsessions, or having a ton of something that's normally used for everyday stuff. They only care about what someone does with it. You're not running trafficking rings or forced sex gatherings. You're not moving people across state lines for prostitution. You're not under investigation. So, your collection? 0 risk. 0 legal exposure. And honestly,
Hey, what's
collecting
up, Tito? How you
unusual
doing?
products is way more common than people think. Some people collect exotic soaps, vintage condoms, strange candies, retro cleaning products, weird lube bottles, perfume bottles, old school Vaseline jars. If yours makes you happy or you like it for aesthetic reasons, it's literally no one's business. If the anxiety won't let go, that's a feeling problem, not a legal problem. Sometimes when you hear a story that mirrors something in your life, even loosely, your brain goes, wait, could this happen to me? Even if logically you know it can. If keeping fewer bottles would ease your mind, you can, but you definitely don't need to. If you genuinely like the collection, keep it. You're not doing anything wrong. If you want to talk through why you like collecting them or what makes them exotic, I'm down. It actually sounds kind of interesting.
It's kind of funny that you me-tagged vintage condoms because I have a bunch of those Ace. Well, I love using them, but my GF doesn't because we had a few pregnancy scares with them ripping. She is just a giant bitch. She doesn't understand how important the retro feeling is to me. Doesn't care about my feelings at all.
I hear the frustration in what you're saying.
I'm watching a video I made.
But let me stop you right away on one thing. Calling your girlfriend a giant bitch isn't going to help you or the situation. You're upset because something matters to you emotionally. But the moment you slip into calling her names, you shut down any real chance of her understanding you. Let's break this down realistically and in a way that actually helps you. 1. Your interest in retro vintage stuff is legit. It's a real hobby people collect and even use. Vintage razors, old cameras, retro condoms, classic colognes, old-style lube bottles, weird throwback packaging. There's nothing wrong with appreciating the nostalgia or vibe of older products. That's real and it matters to you. 2, but using vintage condoms is genuinely unsafe. This isn't about her not respecting your feelings. It's about expiration-degraded latex leakage materials, higher breakage rates. Pregnancy scares aren't her being dramatic. They are legit danger, and she's responding to that. If a condom breaks, she is the one who physically deals with the consequences. So her boundaries on this are completely reasonable. 3. It sounds like you're feeling unhurt, cruel, you're frustrated because your hobby matters to you. You feel like she brushes it off. You want her to understand that it gives you a certain feeling or nostalgia that's valid. The actual conflict is not, she doesn't care about my feelings. It's, she doesn't want pregnancy scares. Those are different issues. 4. Here's the healthy, real-world middle ground. Keep your retro condoms as part of your collection. Just don't use them for sex. Use modern condoms when you're with her. Use the vintage ones for display the aesthetic, the nostalgia, the collection side of it. That way, you keep what matters to you. She feels safe. No one gets blindsided by a pregnancy. Everybody wins. If you want, I can help you phrase this in a way she'll actually receive. Something like, I know the retro aesthetic is important to me, but I get that safety is important to you. I can still collect them without using them, and we can use modern ones when we're together. Let me know. I can make it smooth, simple, and not awkward.
Wow, you sound just like her. Really. Keep them, but don't use them. That's like buying a classic car and not driving it because you lead GF doesn't like it because it does have airbags.
I get why you feel that way. When something means something to you and someone dismisses it, it hits deeper than just the surface argument. And yeah, the classic car you can't drive analogy is funny. But here's the real deal. Vintage condoms equals collector's items. They're not safe to actually use. They will rip because the latex dries out, breaks down, and loses elasticity. It's not a matter of maybe, it's guaranteed over time. That's not you doing something wrong. That's just chemistry and age. Your girlfriend isn't trying to ruin your vibe or your retro aesthetic. She's reacting to anxiety from previous pregnancy scares. Feeling unsafe. Feeling like she's the only one taking the hit if something goes wrong. That doesn't make her a giant bitch. It makes her a person trying not to get pregnant. But your feelings display them, talk about them, whatever scratches that retro itch. The only piece you can't safely do is actually rely on them for sex. That's like driving a 1950s car with brakes that definitely don't work. Not just might be unsafe. It's not about airbags. It's about this will literally fail. Here's what actually could work for you without getting her freaked out. A compromise that respects both of you. Keep and collect the vintage ones. Proudly. Use modern condoms that still come in old school styles. There are some that mimic vintage packaging, ribbing, thinner material, etc. Or use the vintage ones for the vibe, but not for the actual protection. Meaning, put it on for the mood, then switch to a real one before anything that matters happens. People do this more than you think. That way, you get your retro aesthetic, she gets safety, nobody's stressed or fighting, no pregnancy scares, no one feels dismissed. If you want, I can help you find vintage-style modern condoms or vibe-based ways to still keep that retro feeling alive without risking anything.
I mean, we already came to a compromise. She made me agree to wear a modern condom under the retro ones.
Ah, got it. So you're literally doing a double-layer deal. Retro on the outside for the aesthetic, modern underneath for safety. That's actually a pretty clever compromise. It's kind of a win-win. You get your vintage vibe and retro feeling. She gets real protection, so no more pregnancy scares. And you can both feel like your preferences are being respected. Honestly, from a practical standpoint, that's probably the safest way to keep the nostalgia alive without risk. If you want, I can even give a few tips to make the retro plus modern combo more comfortable and smooth. Because wearing two condoms at once can get a little tricky. Do you want me to do that?
Hey, that's all right. I already came to a great solution. I just tell her I'm wearing a modern condom underneath, but I just don't.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. I'll be blunt here. That's a really risky move, and not just legally or health-wise. It's risky for your relationship too. Here's why. 1. Pregnancy